Mm-mm-mm. Okay. Good morning. How are you? Good. Like already sweating though? Just
I know it is warm.
it's the like weird humidity we're like having that we've never had before here.
I know. I honestly feel like though every summer there's like 1 week where it's like
we get like
humid.
Florida weather.
It's weird. But I don't know. I feel like it's kind of lasting a little longer.
Yeah, it for sure is. I don't mind it. Like the humidity doesn't bother me as much as like the dry, like
Same.
feeling of being incinerated.
Like, and it's not that humid either. Like there's like the gross humidity where it's like
yeah, you're like
breathe.
soaking wet just as you step outside.
I think this is fine. It like makes it easier to breathe. It's good for your skin.
Super good for your skin. Every time I've ever gone like on vacation anywhere that like where it's naturally humid, my hair is amazing. My skin is amazing.
I put on bug spray though because I did get a couple bug bites last week.
Yeah, the ground is fairly wet here, and I think it stays pretty wet because I took a class here a couple weeks ago that was later in the morning, and it was like all mosquitoes were just
Yeah,
lifting
I
up.
got a lot of bug bites. So I'm like,
and yeah, it sucks. They're all in my yard too, even though there's like no body of water there at all. And I'm constantly like spraying things and burning incense and doing all the things. It's still like they want to eat everybody.
have you used peppermint oil?
No, well, that's like in the bug spray that I use for myself,
okay.
but like around the yard, no.
Yeah, just like pure peppermint oil.
Just cover the whole yard.
Just pure peppermint oil.
That's what I need.
But it's like, I don't know, sometimes it like burns your, like, some people hate it, but like I don't mind it.
I like it.
I like it too, but it like if you spray too much, it can like burn your eyes if you're like.
I guess you have to decide, do I hate getting my eyes burnt or do I hate mosquito bites?
Yeah, I would rather just spray it and
deal with it.
Yeah.
How are you feeling this morning?
All right. It's Monday, like, you know, sleepy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel like a lot of people are like extra tired right now. Let me just organize our Zoom people real quick and then we can get started. Whoever this is. Sorry, 1 second. I don't know how to make it the gallery view anymore. That's fine. Doesn't matter. Doesn't need to be content for the internet anyway. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive in. Let's go ahead and lay down on the back. However it's comfortable, right? So our legs can be out long in front of us. Our feet can be on the mat, grounded, or the soles of the feet can be together with the knees apart. And the feet can be wide, knees together, or legs can just be out long. And the hands can just rest wherever they are comfortable. Just notice the flow of the breath as it moves in and out through the tip of the nose. Evening out the pace of the breath. And start to find a little pause at the top of the inhale. So if we inhale for a count of 4 or 5, pause at the top, hold the breath, and then slowly release, matching the length of the inhale to the length of the exhale. And then finding a pause at the bottom, holding the breath out. And then repeat. Inhale for 4 or 5. Pause at the top. Exhale 4 or 5. Pause at the bottom. Hold the breath. And repeat like that. So nice long inhales and exhales, pausing in between. We don't have a set amount of repetitions we need to do at this, just kind of going with the flow. Notice how the belly lifts and expands and widens with the inhale, and then it moves into the lower ribs and into the upper chest. And then with the exhale, how the chest drops down first, the sides of the waist gently move in, and the belly lowers. And then noticing different qualities of the breath. Okay, feeling that little whispery sound. Feeling the sensation of the breath, brushing the back of the throat. Allowing the skin of the face, the forehead to release and soften. Skin beside the eyes. And then allowing the jaw to release and relax. Move from side to side a couple of times. And then from here, slowly go ahead and reach the arms up and overhead. Take a nice big full body stretch. And as we exhale, hug the knees into the chest. A little squeeze in towards the body. And then a rock from side to side. And from here, just make the little cactus shape with the arms. And as we exhale, we'll drop the legs over to the left. And let them just be heavy on the ground. Walk the left shoulder a little bit from under the chest. Let the right shoulder soften down. If it feels okay in the neck, head can turn over the right upper arm, right shoulder. All right, we can always add or subtract or shift and change as we need in our practice, right? I'm but your guide. So if you need to add a little bit more or modify and do a little bit less, right? It's your practice. And then slowly bring the legs back to center. And then exhale, drop them over to the right. Again, arms can be in a little cactus shape. You can hold the knee, add a little bit of weight, turn the head over the shoulder, whatever you need here. And slowly come back to center. Draw the knees into the chest, give them a little squeeze towards the body. And then let's circle the legs around. So one hand on each knee, drop the knees away from one another, circle them down, back together, in and up. And if you want to make the circles bigger and just kind of leave the hands on the belly, make bigger circles with the knees. Get a little deeper into the hips, up to you. And then we'll circle in the other direction. So either the hands can kind of steer the show here or the legs. Okay. Then set the feet down onto the mat. Hug just the right knee in towards the chest. And keep the left foot on the floor. Right hand on the right knee and just inhale, open and close the right knee back and forth. So opening it out to the side. And then back to center. The next time the right knee is out to the side, we're going to draw that right knee a little bit closer to the right shoulder. And then we'll take a half happy baby from here. So the right foot comes up towards the sky, wrap the hand around the outer edge of the foot, and then start to draw the right leg down, but resist, right? So reach the right heel up. Try to keep the left hip nice and heavy. Don't overthink it. Right, staying with that breath, staying with your Ujjayi pranayama. If it starts to come into your practice, little whispery sound of the inhale and exhale. From here, lighten up on the grip you've got on the foot. Just cross the right ankle over the right thigh. Take a breath in. And as we exhale, interlace the hands behind the left leg. Figure 4. Draw that left knee in towards the chest. Right, so as we're actively drawing that left leg in, we're thinking of the right hip like it's moving away. So we're getting a nice big opening in that right side. Couple of breaths here. All right, with each exhale, trying to find a little bit more depth in that hip. A little bit deeper. And then slowly release the hands from behind the thigh, and then switch sides. Take the right foot down to the mat, hug the left knee into the chest, and then just keep the left hand on the left knee, open and close the leg a couple of times. So inhale, open the left knee out to the side, exhale back to center, and then repeat a couple of times. The next time the left knee is open out to the side, hug it a little bit closer to the left shoulder. And then bring that left foot up towards the sky. Wrap the left fingers around the outer edge of the foot. Half happy baby here. Draw the leg down towards those outer ribs. And then resist by reaching the heel up. few breaths here. And then slowly from here, release the hand from outside the foot, cross the left ankle over the right thigh, breathe in. And as we exhale, interlace the hands behind the right leg, coming into our figure four. All right, hug the right side towards the chest. Feel that left thigh, left hip pressing away from the body. Just breathe down into it, relax the jaw. And then slowly release the hands. Take the right foot down to the ground, take the left foot down to the ground. Take your right arm up and overhead, and then gently roll to your right side. And then slowly press yourself up. All right, so coming into a seated position from here, crossing the shins at the center. Can you hear me okay back there? Okay. I talk a lot at my other job, so I don't have my voice doesn't project that well. All right, crossing the shins at the center. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, breathe in. Exhale, hands down to the heart. Two more like that. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, hands to the heart. We'll add a twist from here. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, twist over to your right. Let your fingertips just find the ground behind you. Left hand to the outer knee. Inhale, get tall. And exhale to twist. Come back to center with the inhale, reach it out and up, breathe in. And then over to the other side. Just one breath here. Exhale to twist. Inhale, bring it out and up once again. And hands to the heart. We'll switch the cross of the legs so our opposite shin is in front. Take the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers. Okay, and then we're going to widen across the collarbones. Let the interlace of the hands start to move down so the shoulder blades firm in. Almost like you're kind of puffing the chest a little bit, but we want to keep it contained here. And then just drop the chin down to the chest. Big stretch for that upper back and neck. And then little semicircle tilt with the head back and forth. You've got an 8-pound ponytail like me. It just, it just does the work for you. And if it feels okay, you can start to go all the way around with the neck. Maybe like 3 times in one direction and then the other. All right, and then in the other direction. And then release the hands. Come back to center. Let's make our way onto the hands and knees. We'll start in a child's pose though. Let's take the toes together. Knees wide, sink our hips back and down towards the heels. Right, and then walk the hands out in front of you. Let the belly, let the chest just melt down. Let the forehead define the mat. Start to spread the fingers wide, right? Hands are about shoulder width distance apart. Press down a little bit more into the base of your index finger and the base of your thumb. So the inner part of the hand bears a little bit more weight. And then as the awareness moves up the arm, right, feel the upper inner arm turning to the sky. So like your biceps are turning up to the ceiling. Good. From here, inhale, shift it forward. Knees under the hips. Walk the hands back a little bit until they're underneath the shoulders. Allow the tailbone to start to lift up, lengthen through the sides of the waist, heart forward. And then as we exhale, curl the tailbone down first. Feel that width come across the low back and then into the upper back. Inhale, lift the tailbone, lengthen through the sides of the waist, widen the chest. Exhale, curl it down. Inhale, lift, lengthen, widen. Exhale to round. One more like that. Inhale. And exhale. From here, we'll take a little twist with the upper back and shoulders. So threading the needle, we'll take the right arm out to the side, take a breath in. And then as we exhale, weave the right arm under the left. Reach it out and then come onto that shoulder. Good. From here, press into the right hand a little bit so we get a little bit more opening across the upper back. If it helps to balance, you can curl the toes under, or you can just keep the shins and tops of the feet pressing down. Some of you will stay here. Some of you may want to take the right arm out long in front of you, right? Like our child's pose arms. Or you may want to take the right arm up and overhead, flip the palm, and take the arm behind the back. Top of the hand can find the low back, or the hand can kind of creep around the hip and hold the thigh there. Good. Couple of breaths here. Good. And then slowly release that top arm down if it's in the bind. And then press down into the hand, come back up to center. Take a little cat-cow here. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, round it out. That nice flat back onto the second side. Take the other arm out. Breathe in. Exhale, weave it underneath. Reach the fingertips away from you, get high on that shoulder, and then press down into the standing hand. Good. And again, maybe we stay here. Maybe we walk the opposite arm out in front of us. Or maybe we take the arm up and overhead, flip the palm, take the arm behind the back. Just a couple breaths here. Good. Slowly release the top arm down. Press into the hand, come back up to center, heart forward. Exhale to round. From here, we're gonna come into a little heart melting pose. Sometimes it's called puppy pose. So you're gonna keep the hips stacked over the knees, and we're gonna walk the hands out and start to drop the chest down. And chin can come down to the mat. And then slowly press it back up. Walk the hands back, take the knees together, take a child's pose with the legs together. So a couple big breaths into the lowest part of the belly here, round the back, drop the head down. And then making our way back onto the hands and knees. Go ahead and walk the hands forward a couple of inches. Spread the fingers wide. Curl the toes under. From here, lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Now pedal the heels a few times. Bend the right knee. Stretch the toes. Reach the opposite heel back to stretch the calf muscle. And then swap it out a few times. Drop the opposite heel down, stretch the back of the leg, but really actively stretch the bottom of the toes here on the bent knee. And then swap it out a few times. And then come back to center, come high onto the balls of the feet. Give a generous bend to the knees, lift the hips up a little bit higher, and then feel the inner thighs turn back. Let the heels come down. Inhale, look between the hands, rock the chest forward, upward push-up plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Keep going like that. Inhale, shift it forward, warming up the shoulders, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, forward again. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Two more like that. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, rock the chest forward from here. Drop the knees down to the ground. Uncurl the toes, press the tops of the feet down into the mat. Turn the biceps forward, rock the chest forward, and then exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Slide the hands back by the low ribs, roll the shoulders down the back. Inhale, lift the chest, Bhujangasana. I'm gonna come in and out a few times. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Curl the toes under, firm the upper arms in, press through tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. And from here, walk the hands back towards the feet. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold it in. Two more like that. Inhale, half lift, heart forward. Exhale to fold. Inhale. Exhale, fold it in. Give a little bend to the knees. Take the either elbow and just hang the upper body down. Let the head be totally heavy. You can even turn it from side to side. Shake it yes and no. From here, stay in the fold. Start to reach the arms up and around to the low back and interlace the fingers. Okay, from here, start to move the interlace of the hands towards the sky and then down behind the head. Again, try to keep the head nice and heavy. And then slowly release. Inhale, heart forward. Take the hands to the hips, firm the upper arms in behind the back, come all the way up to standing. Arms by the sides, half sun salute. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, fold it in. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, reach out and up, breathe in, grow tall. Exhale, hands to the heart. Again, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold it in. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, hands to the heart. One more like that, then we'll add on. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, fold. Right, just connecting with the breath, linking the movement with the breath. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, fold it in. Inhale, sweep it out and up, breathe in. Exhale, hands to the heart. All right, adding on at the bottom here. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift the chest. From here, walk the hands back out into our downward facing dog. Walk the feet a little bit closer to the hands and a little bit wider. And then we'll take a little twist underneath the body. So it doesn't matter which one you do first. Taking one arm across and underneath, you're gonna find the outer lower leg, and then you're gonna draw the chest under. Breathe here, press into that standing arm, right? Push the hand down into the mat. And then back to center, and then over to the other side. Good, and then back to center. From here, step the feet back a little bit closer together. Inhale, rock your chest forward. Knees come down to the ground, press the tops of the feet down into the mat. Inhale, rock the chest forward. Exhale, keep the belly strong, lower just halfway. From here, press down into the hands. Press down into the tops of the feet. Lift the knees off the floor. Upward facing dog. Exhale, keep the outer ankles firming in. Lift the hips up and back down dog. 5 breaths. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, sweep it out and up. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to the heart, Tadasana. Sun Salutation A. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Plant the hands, step the feet back, plank. Knees can be up or down. Think strong thighs, strong belly. Rock the chest forward. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, over the toes, upward facing dog. Exhale, curl the toes under, hips up and back, down dog. Again, 5 breaths here. Good. Inhale, float the right leg up to the height of the hip. As we exhale, draw the knee into the chest. Step the right foot to the top of the mat. From here, drop the back knee down to the ground. Take both hands to the inside of the right foot. We're going to heel toe right foot over to the right a little bit. And then let the right toes turn out slightly. And we're going to let the right foot start to open up off the ground. Right hand is going to come to the right inner thigh. Give it a little press away. You start to turn the chest towards the knee. The back toes can be curled under if that's like more supportive, right? Or you can press the top of the foot down. And then we'll take the hands both down to the inside of the foot. You can stay here. Maybe you want to come down to the forearms. I love nature, but I am allergic to it. Good. Chest moving forward, crown of the head moving forward. Keeping the spine nice and long. Good. And then walk back up onto the hands. Heel toe that right foot over towards the middle of the mat a little bit. So the sole of the foot is down, the toes are pointing forward. Curl the left toes under, right? And then press the left thigh up. Keep the left hand on the ground. Inhale, reach the right arm up, find the twist. So right hip drawing back and in, inner left thigh turning up, reach the right arm to the sky, and then drop that left shoulder down away from the ear. Breathe here. Good. Right hand down to the ground. Good. Heel toe the right foot over to the middle of the mat a little bit again. And then we're gonna step the foot back. Plank, exhale, down dog. Couple breaths here. Good. Inhale again, we're gonna lift the left leg up to the height of the hip. And then exhale, draw the knee to the chest, step the foot between the hands. Okay, and then we're gonna drop that right knee down to the ground. Take both hands to the inside of the foot. Heel toe the left foot over to the left. Allow the foot to peel open off the ground. And then left hand will come to the inner thigh. Give it a little press away. And then from here, both hands down to the ground. Maybe you stay here with the hands on the mat. That's totally fine. Maybe you want to play around with taking the forearms down to the ground. And to keep allowing the spine to be nice and long, right? We don't want to round too much here. So chest moves forward, heart moves forward. Slowly press yourself back up. Heel toe the left foot back over towards the middle of the mat. Right. Plant the hands, curl the right toes under, press the right thigh up. Keep the right hand on the ground, and then inhale, left arm to the sky. Right, biceps turning forward, press down into the right hand, strong through the back leg. And exhale, left hand down, and then we'll step it back. Downward facing dog. And then take another child's pose from here. This time let your arms come alongside the body. So the palms will face up, arms just alongside the body. Give yourself about 5 breaths here. All right, long breath in, long breath out. Alrighty, arms out long in front of us once again. Coming back up onto the hands and knees. Curl our toes under, hips up and back, down dog. Okay, once again, walk the hands back towards the feet. Give a little bend to your knees. Let the head drop down. Roll all the way up. Head is the last thing to come up. All right, so we're gonna step wide on the mat. You guys will face over towards the street there, and I'll face you. So feet nice and wide, right? Take the hands to the hips. Go ahead and bend the right knee, pick the right heel up, and then externally rotate the leg. So the inner thigh starts to turn out, toes point towards the short edge of the mat, and then pick up the left leg, so the back heel, and turn it away from you. So we line up the feet front heel to the back arch here. Yes. Draw the right hip back. Left hip forward and then lift the frontal hip bones. And then turn the chest again towards the street. Yeah. And then bend the right knee. Warrior two. Take the arms into a T. You can gaze past the fingertips. Keep hugging the right hip in and under. Right, left thigh presses back. Trying to draw the upper body so it's nice in alignment over that tailbone. Soften the shoulders down. Soften the features on the face. From here, flip the right palm, reach the arm up and back, reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Draw the right knee towards straight. So press into the ball of the foot. Keep drawing that hip back. Lift the left hip up, reach the right arm forward. We'll come into folding triangle, Utthita Trikonasana. Right hand will find the ground or perhaps the shin. Front knee is straight. Hug and firm that right hip in and under, right? And then from here, lengthen a little bit more through the right side, soften the left side, and then turn the chest up. Good, breathe here. From here, slowly press into that right foot. Come all the way up into a standing triangle. Flip the right palm, reach it back, reverse. Good, come back to center. We'll switch sides, take the hands to the hips, turn those right toes forward, and then we'll switch. So bend the left knee, pick the heel up, turn the toes towards the short edge of the mat, pick the right heel up, shift it back a little bit. And get nice and steady with your feet, right? So front heel intersecting with the back arch and firmly planted. Now, draw the left hip back, frontal hip bones lift a little bit, bend the left knee. Good, take the arms into a T. Float the gaze over the left fingertips, but again, chest is gently moving towards the street, or turning towards the street rather. Breathe. Good, flip the left palm, reach it up and back, reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Keep the arms out straight, start to straighten the left knee, right? Start to reach the left arm forward, and then exhale, left hand finds the ground. Or the shin, right? Firm that left hip in and under, press the right side back. Now soften through those right ribs so the left side can get a little bit longer, and then start to turn the chest to the sky. From here, with control, start to lift it up. Flip the left palm, reach it up and back again. Reverse. And then come back to center. Take the hands to the hips, turn the toes towards the long edge of the mat, and then turn your heels in slightly. So it brings us into a slightly shorter stance. Lift the frontal hip bones up. Let the hands slide down to the thighs. We're gonna take a nice wide squat. So the thumb to the inner part of the leg, fingers wrap around the outer side. Again, lift the frontal hip bones. So get long through the spine. And as we exhale, drop one shoulder down, press the thigh away. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, center. Exhale, down. Inhale, back up. Exhale, down. Good. Inhale, up. Take the hands to the heart. Hold here for 3, 2, 1, and then slowly press it up. Good. Take the hands to the hips, turn the toes towards the long edge of the mat, and then step the feet together. Good. Walk to the top of the mat, please. Take the toes together, heels just a little sliver of space apart. Start to sit down into the heels. Let the fingertips graze the ground. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, fold it in. Inhale, heart forward. Plant the hands, step the feet back, plank. Knees up or down, rock the chest forward. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, over the toes, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Inhale, float the right leg to the height of the hip. Exhale, draw the knee in towards the chest. Step the right foot between the hands. We'll take a crescent lunge here. Inhale, sweep it up. One big breath. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step it back and lower. Inhale over the toes. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, float left leg up. Exhale, knee to the chest. Step the foot between the hands. Inhale, float it up. Crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step it back. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale over the toes. Exhale, down dog. 5 breaths. And then take the knees down to the floor. Sit it back, child's pose. Again, give yourself a couple of breaths here. Starting to add a little bit of length to the exhale if you can. Slowly start to press yourself up. We're going to take the legs around in front of us. So stretch the legs out long, Dandasana. You can turn the inner thighs down, outer thighs up. Come into a forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold them in. 5 breaths. Slowly pick our way back up. Let's shift the hips towards the heels. And lay all the way down on the back. Hug the knees into the chest. Move the hips over to the right side of the mat. Let the left leg stretch out long. Hug the right knee in. And then exhale, twist. Gently come back to center. Move the hips over to the left. Hug the left knee into the chest. Let the right leg stretch out long. Inhale. And exhale, twist. Come back to center. Hug both knees into the chest. And we'll take a happy baby pose. And then squeeze the knees in, up and asana. And into our final resting pose of Shavasana. Allow the eyes to close. The face to relax. Gently deepen the flow of your breath. Give a little wiggle to your fingers and toes. As you inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. As you exhale, draw the knees into the chest. The legs a little squeeze. And take the right arm up and overhead. Gently roll to your right side. And then slowly, mindfully press yourself up into a comfortable seated position. Allow the hands to rest at the heart space. Anjali Mudra. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. May our thoughts, may our actions in some way contribute to their happiness and freedom. Om, peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Thank you, guys. Good work. Birds are out and on one today.
Yeah, they are communicating.
All right. Thank you, Zoom friends.
Thanks, Jen.
Have a good
Thank
day.
you.
See you
too.
Wednesday.